Coming up today, we'll share a chat that we had with Li Laurent.
I think I thought I was going to find it harder, but once you find your people, whoever they are for you, and like I felt like I found my people quite early on, that's been really unique. And I haven't had that in the exact same way somewhere else, not in the exact same way it's been here. It's very unique, I think, Newcastle.
I'll tell you about the local production of Billy Elliot the Musical, and Big Danny will tell you about some of the sick limited edition shirts you can get for Oz Music T-shirt Day next month. Produced on Awabakal and Warren My Land, this is The Good Stuff, powered by BYD on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good. Good
stuff.
The Good Stuff. Billy Elliot the Musical has just started its run here in Newcastle, which will go for 3 weeks. The very popular theatre company was hand-selected as one of the only 4 production companies to be given the rights to stage this production outside of an Australian capital city. If you haven't seen it before, the musical tells the story of a young boy called Billy who trades in his boxing gloves for ballet shoes. To find out more and grab your tickets, head on over to newcastlelive.com.au.
Newcastle Live. Newcastle Live.
Li Laurent performed an absolute standout set at Bernie's Bar during West Best Bloc Fest. Unfortunately, because we were working away, we missed it, so we asked her to let us in on what it was like.
Oh, it was so good. I feel like I've had a really big adrenaline rush, and now I'm kind of sat in it and taking it in. But it's the first time I've done a full band set, probably since I did Fringe last year.
Yeah.
Because I kind of took a break from gigging and was just in the studio doing album stuff and whatnot. It was so good. We packed it out. The sound was amazing. Oh my God, Ben at Bernie's on sound is the most intuitive sound engineer. It was absolutely gorgeous, Ben. The sound effects.
What's his last name?
Oh, what's his last name? Ben Whitehead.
Shout out.
Oh my goodness,
Cool.
So good. It was amazing.
So you've been performing quite a lot lately, like getting gigs and stuff, or am I thinking about the future? You've got 2 ones
You're ahead
coming
of me.
up. I am.
I'm not
Okay,
there yet.
this is the start of a
This
good
is the
run.
beginning of getting back into it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Since you haven't played with the band since last year, Fringe.
Yeah.
Why?
Which was a different
why
band.
Now? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it just kind of naturally happened. I was always in the studio since I've moved to Newcastle. So I've been in Newcastle like 3-ish years, 2-ish years. And then thought, okay, I'll kind of find my rhythm. And then organically it started to happen again, which has been really nice. But yeah, so it'll be a series of different gigs and bits and pieces. We've got one in Sydney and some other stuff. I don't know what it is that's happening at the moment, but it feels like the minute I decided to even think about gigging again, stuff took off in the background.
Yeah.
And like I released 2 songs earlier this year. They did really well. And then kind of out of nowhere in the last couple of weeks, everything's done really well. So I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm very grateful.
Yeah, you were posting about that today, about how you had this huge jump in listeners, and do you know what's going on?
I literally have no idea. And Ditto always did, which is the distributor. Yeah. It's like 3 months, and like you don't get your data for 3 months. So I'm basically just guessing at what it is. Yeah. And multiple people like to take the.
I bet it was Newcastle Live.
Yeah. Someone else was like, "Oh, it's me at my party."
Yeah,
put you on everyone's playlist, which actually stuff like that does matter. It does make a difference. But yeah, so I'm just enjoying everything. I'm taking it in. It's really, really nice. I nearly had a little cry on the stage when I did one of my songs with a full band. We did So I Drink, which is normally just keys and violin, and we had it with full band, and it was just the most. I feel like 2023 is a transformative year for people. Or it has been for lots of people I know. And that felt like that moment where I was like, oh, like a little chrysalis moment. Yeah, it was really good.
Aww, that's so lovely to hear. I want to know, you've been here for 3 years now in Newey, and like I know for a fact that the community here considers you a local because you're just so much a part of the community and have done a lot of community building here yourself. What's it been like coming in to this scene and kind of, pushing a little space for Li?
Really, I don't know. Well, I think because I'm in it now, it's hard to think about what it was like initially. But I feel very much a part of it. I feel really proud to live in Newey. I want to stay in Newey. for music, I think for me, I had community through music before I was then like really performing in it. It felt a little bit. That might not be the case. That's just how I'm thinking of it now. But I feel like Newey's just such a tight little city for musos and for creatives, and people really care about each other. And it feels like everybody's connected. Even if I think today I met someone and they were saying, "Oh, I've seen you at such and such," or "I knew this person." So everyone's really interconnected, and I think there's something really lovely about that. There's something very protective when a community is that kind of enmeshed with each other in a really cohesive way. So I don't know that I found it. I think I thought I was going to find it harder, but once you find your people, whoever they are for you, and like I felt like I found my people quite early on. My violinist, who's off camera, but Eddie, so I found Eddie early on, and a couple of other people who are really important to like keeping me, the integrity of me together, in the periphery of their role in my life. That's been really unique, and I haven't had that in the exact same way somewhere else. Not in the exact same way it's been here. It's very unique, I think, Newcastle.
Yeah. Right. I want you to do a big plug now. You have a few gigs coming up. Can you tell us what's going on?
Oh, where will I be? I am
the Stag with Velda.
I am. That's on the 20th. I'm in Sydney on the 17th. I feel like I'm doing something before then. I can't think what it is. What is it? Oh, is it our show?
Yeah.
Oh, 13th, yes.
13th of October.
13th of October. So I'm doing a powerhouse show, which is with one of my partners in crime, which is Eddie Rockefeller. So we're doing a show at the Stag and Hunter. We're partnered with Jenny's Place. So speaking of community, we always kind of want to invite that in. And then the other ones are Li Laurent originals. And it'll be my first Sydney gig, I think, but not my last.
First one?
Yeah.
Where are you playing?
At Butcher's Brew.
Okay.
So it's literally an originals gig, which is my preference always. I love covers. I absolutely love remaking songs and reworking them to the way you want to do it. Some of my favourite things to hear other bands do as well, because I like to hear their take. But to just go somewhere where it's just originals and people, like, it's paid as well, like it's ticketed.
Nice.
I'm like, how amazing is that to have that? So I'm really, really excited for that, and some other bits and pieces. Then I'm in England doing some bits and bobs there, and then I'm back again gigging in November. So it's going to be busy.
Very busy.
Yeah.
All right, Lee. It's been awesome to chat with you.
Thank you for having me.
This is where it
Sounds good.
Good stuff. Oz Music T-shirt Day is happening again on the 30th of November, and there are a stack of premium tees you can pick up ahead of the big day. According to the website, there are tees available for acts like Gang of Youths, Kylie Minogue, and even the big Johnny Farnham. The whole thing is in aid of raising funds for Support Act to continue their vital work within the music industry. You can find out more by heading to the website newcastlelive.com.au.
This is
Good stuff. That's it for the good stuff today. I'd love to say a big thank you to Li Laurent. You should definitely get along to one of her gigs that she has coming up. Thanks heaps for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow from 4 p.m. for more of the good stuff.